Hello. Welcome to Matt and Joe's Media Overload.
I'm Matt.
And I'm Joe. And today, we're going to show you the last part...
Tonight,
whatever. We're going to show you the last part of the studio that you haven't seen. This is the museum. A little history about the museum. First of all, like we've told you back in the past, it was supposed to be in the teal room. Well, we've decided that that wasn't good enough. We had to make it a little more subterranean, if you will. So, like we took you upstairs, took you upstairs, we're going to take you downstairs.
more specifically to the basement or cellar of this house. Media Overload Studios is a pretty old house. I actually don't know what year it was built. I know probably
1940s.
1940s. I was about to say 30s, so I was thinking somewhere right in that area. As most houses back in those days, it had a root cellar where they would keep all like things that they can preserve food for like the winter and that sort of thing. So the basement's still down there. In recent years, it's mostly remained empty. Other than, it's where the water heater is and various things involving like the heating and cooling system in Joe's house. Pipes, wires, all sorts of things run through down there. But it's actually a neat little space. We cleaned it up not too long ago, and as Joe mentioned, we turned it into our museum. We took various things that we found. It's not it's not everything that it could be. We haven't really done everything we would like to down there, but it's still early in the process. Basically, we've turned it into a really cool place to hang out. More than anything, it's sort of a man cave, if you will. So we're gonna head down there right now, and we'll show you sort of the general idea. Tell you some stories about some of the items in there. Some of the items in there might be best not to tell stories about. And we'll talk about a couple other things. After all, this is media overload. One thing that Joe and I haven't done a lot of lately is talk about media, so we'll probably do a little bit of that too. So let's head on down. Joe, you want to take it?
Let's go.
Alright, so I'll lead the way. Hopefully Joe's raccoon that he battled the other night hasn't found its way down there. We did leave the door open, mostly for ease of entry as we go down there. Might be a little dark right here, guys. You might not be able to see me very well. Hopefully y'all are enjoying these videos that we've started doing here lately. We took a lot of time off, probably more time than we should have, because we did a lot of cool things. Yeah, it's a window. We did a lot of cool things. This is the entryway, just under Joe's kitchen window, right up there, kitchen window. You can probably see some alcohol and hot sauce bottles. That's all Joe consumes, alcohol and hot sauce. That's all he ever eats and drinks. All right, going down. All right, so, kind of dank, a little bit of moisture gets down here. When we get a lot of rain, we've had quite a bit of rain lately. All that up under there, yeah, that's really creepy. We don't mess around up there. That's mostly just under the house. But this little area right here is actually pretty nifty. We did not bring the chairs down. Surprising lack of chairs. We usually bring those lawn chairs that we were literally just sitting in now. And we sit like right here, this little table we fixed up. Mostly we just kind of hang out, drink, have cigars. Here lately we've been doing the Altos. Enjoying there. So I guess I'm going to be the, what do you call, curator?
Yeah, because really you kind of put this together.
Yeah, so
more than I did.
So I'm going to go around.
If I didn't at all.
Yeah. Am I on camera?
Yeah.
Looks like you're holding that awful low.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Alright, so I'm going to start right here, where we come in. Very first thing that we have right here is a SpongeBob poster. SpongeBob and the Jellyfish Jam Band. This has no real significance to us in any way. This wasn't yours, was it?
I don't know where that came from.
Okay, so this was left from a previous renter of this house, and we just thought it was nifty, so we brought it down here. As well as this Spider-Man pinball machine was also something left by a previous resident. I actually had one of these just like this when I was a kid. This would have been probably when like it's Spider-Man 2, so 2004 is when this came out. So I was 10 years old. I had one of these. It is fully functional, as you can see, Joe. Maybe if do I need more light over here?
No, we can see.
So get the ball back where it is. The table's kind of slanted. It's old and rotten. You know, you go like such. You know, you get that. Well, yeah. Okay. That's how pinball works.
Good demo.
No. Well, it's the table's slanted.
I know.
Okay. We have this nice Lee Greenwood signed photo. This was from the Ashland City Party, July 18th, 1987. It's assigned to Stacy by Lee Greenwood. You may know him from such hit songs as, what's that one? The American one. I'm proud to be an American. Yeah, okay. And probably other stuff. I actually don't know if he's ever... Well, I know he's recorded other things. I don't know any of them. Stacy is a girl who lived in a trailer that was abandoned that we explored. And that's where we found that. Right here, this has actually been shown before. This was on video before. Old medicine cabinet door. Found that at an
Same trailer?
No, this was at the old burnout house. The house that had been on fire.
That's right.
Very old. Has some old first aid instructions on it. I thought it was cool. Joe didn't very much. We have this foosball table. Foosball is a game that I've never been very good at. Also, it's not really playable. We don't have a ball that actually goes with it. We've been using just an old golf ball.
And obviously the table leans, so that kind of screws everything up.
Yeah, we did not find this. This was left by a previous resident as well of the house. But it is pretty cool. Goes with the overall aesthetic.
The light that's here, right, this lamp here.
This old lamp.
This has been in my family since I was... before I can even remember. So, this has been my family forever.
This lamp's actually been used by us a few times in some videos that we made. I guess... can't really think... probably our like video cast that we did where we talked about music. We used this as some additional lighting and stuff for that. So, it's been very helpful to us through the years. Through the year and a couple months.
Through the years and a couple of months, yeah.
Media
I mean, but it's solid. I mean, this thing has been around for, again, I was a little kid when we had this, had this lamp, and it fucking still rock and rolls.
Hard to imagine a time when Joe was over little.
I know, it's scary.
All right, this bowling ball right here is pretty nifty. This actually has an interesting story behind it. We were going to explore, and I bet that light bulb was putting out a lot of heat.
Yeah.
We were going to explore an abandoned house that we'd been eyeing for quite a while. This was right around Christmas this past year. We made it to the house. We went in. It was completely empty, like stripped of everything. No carpet, no light fixtures. Nothing was left. Nothing was left.
Excuse me.
What the hell was that?
Sorry.
Was that a burp or a hiccup?
That was a hiccup.
Nothing was left in there except for one bowling ball, and there were two more bowling balls outside, and we got them. And this is the one that was inside the house. It was just in some random like back closet, like the very last place we looked in the house. Oh my god! And it sits right there. Here's the window that Joe showed you earlier. Here's a couple things. Now I'm not going to talk about any of that. Nothing very significant. Here's an old club. Any of you know what this club might be? This is actually something that truck drivers use to check the air pressure in their tires. Not really air pressure, but you know, give it a couple whacks with one of these, and I guess from the bounce, the sound of it, I actually really don't know. Am I on camera? I feel like you're focusing way too
Oh, no,
long.
you're good.
Okay. Joe, as you know, has a history of not being a very good cameraman, so
I've got you, bud.
I'm up his ass
I've got you, buddy.
trying to
You're good.
make sure he stays where he's supposed to be. But anyway, this is pretty cool. As you know, Joe and I love clubs. Actually, I don't know if you do know that. We've shown our club upstairs before.
Motherfucking fuck 3.
Yeah, the one that we found at the old zoo.
The best club in the world.
Yeah. So, we are fond of clubs. Right here next to the club, it makes perfect sense, is a very classic image of Obi-Wan Kenobi near the end of Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Somebody faded away into the Force.
That was Yoda.
Right there.
That was Yoda. No, he didn't die yet.
No, not yet.
No. Actually, no. This is the Last Supper.
The Last Supper.
This is. we know who these people are. It's Jesus and his friends. Right before he.
Looks like they're having a good time, really.
Right before he died. Yeah. Well, they were.
Is that Socrates? What is that?
That's Plato.
That's Plato?
Plato
was hanging out with Jesus?
Plato, Aristotle, Da Vinci, Socrates, Galileo, Michelangelo, Raphael, Shredder, Master Splinter, Ernest Hemingway, Jesus' brother,
Ed.
Jessup.
Ed. No, that's Ed.
And no, Jessup.
Oh, Jessup.
And young Johnny.
Oh.
Okay, so that was everyone in attendance at the Last Supper.
Can't remember.
What were they eating, out of curiosity?
Yeah, let's see. Let's take a look.
Can we make out any of those?
Well, move out of the light so we can see.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get the light closer.
Let's see. What are we having here?
Tomatoes?
Tomatoes.
And bread.
Bread. What is that?
And wine.
Is that wine?
Yeah, of course. Jesus wasn't drinking wine.
Is that bug?
Huh?
Running up.
That is a bug on Oh, you know that's that painter guy.
Michelangelo?
No. God, I'm drawing a blank. Van Gogh, Vincent Van Gogh.
Ah.
Yeah, he has an ear. That's the side where he kept the ear.
Yeah. The other side, if he turned around, you'd be horrified.
He painted this.
Oh.
Anyway, moving on. You'll see the first of many road signs. You can imagine where those came from. This is an old iron. This is pretty nifty. There's actually another one down here somewhere.
That's next to the door.
Is it? Oh yeah, that's right.
It's a doorstop.
This was left here. This came with the house, so to speak. Back in the day, people would have to warm their irons.
Oh, they put it on the stove?
Like a stove, on top of a wood-burning stove,
Uh-huh.
a fireplace, whatever,
Gotcha.
heat it up, and then iron their clothes like that. So that's pretty nifty, a relic of the past.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely belongs in the museum. We have another nice painting here, a very nautical one.
We got Spider-Man.
An American flag. It does not seem very respectful to our flag to just wad it up in a basket like that. It's not even all the way in the basket.
I want to say this is why is there a candle next to it?
In a ball of yarn?
Wait, hold on.
Maybe they were making the flag.
The sewing
yarn.
The sewing basket is what it says.
I assume that Betsy Ross was making the flag and she just threw it in a basket.
William McFeeters.
McFeeters. This was done by William McFeeters.
Okay. Well, where the hell is the woman that was sewing the shit?
Betsy Ross?
Did she just leave it?
She went on the boat.
Oh, she took off?
With her husband.
She was like, fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah. Bob Ross.
Okay.
And,
so we got...
Well, you might as well go ahead and show him since he's whacking you in the head.
Well, I already showed him.
Yeah, well, hovering right above Joe there is Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
He may remember this from our Spider-Man episode of the podcast. He makes a little appearance during our title card, holding up the card. Now he's found his way down here, and actually looks pretty cool.
He hasn't left since.
It's a very cool figure. So
we got some road signs.
Many signs. This big one here.
Road work ahead.
Yeah. Assortment of skulls that we found walking through the woods.
You may recognize one or two of those skulls as
perhaps if I stick it like this, you'll recognize it.
Folks, Comment below if you know. What is that? I'll go ahead and tell you. It's the Gruel Gut.
The Gruel Gut from Matt and Joe Explore the Wilds. As you may remember in that... okay, Joe, I've seen it. Come. As you may remember from that video where Joe keeps running into Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's pissing me off.
When we did Explore the Wilds, Joe was very excited about these skulls. Then he got exhausted from the walk and did not want to go back for them. I actually went back and retrieved them at a later date for him. Brought them, sat them on his porch where they stayed until they came down to the museum.
Well, check this out, though. What is this? What skull is this?
Okay, which one?
The one with the orange teeth.
This is a beaver.
Yeah, but look at its teeth.
Yes, they're
orange.
They have iron in them. That's what makes them so strong.
So they're
and
orange.
Also what makes them orange. 2 coyotes. This one right here
That's
is
a coyote.
This is also a coyote.
Whoa, that's a bigger coyote.
Deer that have had the antlers cut off. These were bucks and had the skull cap with the antlers attached removed.
We live in the wilds, folks.
And this is a skunk. And as
teeny tiny
Joe can attest, there are many, 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 many skunks here. Some of which live right outside.
Right outside my house.
In his garage. More signs, various ones from local
Triangle
area.
Road, Forest Wood.
We would not have
Peter
acquired
Pond.
these.
Carney Winters.
Yeah, they can read.
Sweet Home.
You'll
What's all this?
those are just some old games that were left here. They're not
okay.
part of the museum. We have a Madagascar poster.
Yeah.
Joe, do you like Madagascar?
I mean,
You watched it?
it's been a while.
Yeah, it's
but I
been a
remember
while.
enjoying it.
I mean, I remember thinking that the penguins and the lemurs were funny, and
Yeah.
not much else.
Yeah, I agree.
I have been told that I sound like Melman the giraffe, voiced by David Schwimmer. You think I sound like David Schwimmer at all?
No.
Like, what's
I don't.
What's a quote?
I'd have to watch the movie again.
Well, he's from Friends. Have you ever
But
watched
check
Friends?
that. Yeah.
Oh, you don't like Friends?
No, but you don't sound like David Schwimmer. Whoever says that's a dumbass.
Yeah.
All right, so check this out.
Oh yeah, this was a pretty cool find. Mosquito Joe.
Outside is fun again.
Yeah, most importantly, we got this because it's 855 Ask a Joe.
Yeah.
So if you call that and ask for our Joe, Joe, what are you on? What's the camera on right now?
I'm on the side.
Okay.
Why don't you stop asking me? I'm got it.
I don't think you're doing a good
I'm
job.
fine.
If you call
Jesus.
that and ask for our Joe, you will not get him, but you will get a guy named Joe.
And
who
it'll help you with your mosquito
may
problems.
help you with mosquito problems. It doesn't say specifically that he'll help you with your mosquito
Well, it
problems.
says Mosquito Joe. I mean, what do you think?
Maybe
Was he
he'll
going to help
bring-
you with snakes?
Maybe he'll bring you more mosquitoes.
Good Lord.
It doesn't specify. Does
All right,
it?
what is this? Now I don't know where this came
Okay,
from.
this, I probably should have mentioned this when we were over there at the deer, because you were probably like, well, why don't they have skull caps or whatever? My dad is a taxidermist. That's his job. So he's the person that you see those animals that have been stuffed, like hanging up in Cracker Barrel and sporting goods stores and houses of trophy hunters and that sort of thing. He's actually the guy that does the taxidermy. This is a very old form that would have been used. I don't know specifically what year range, but this is an older model of form. So this is actually what you would have mounted the deer on. You would have taken the deer's tanned skin, put it over this. You would have put in some fake eyes right there. You would have tucked in the nostrils, the lips up in there. And you can see it has some nails stuck in it. That's actually what was holding the deer's skin to...
So it's to help you form the...
Yeah, it's what makes the deer look like a deer, after you remove the skull and the meat and all that stuff. And then right here, this screw would have been what was holding the antlers to the top of the head. Well, that's not a screw, that's a hole where a screw was. And then there's a piece of wood you might be able to see down in there. Maybe if I get closer to the light, you can see that there's a piece of wood that was also holding the screw in place.
There it is.
So yeah, that's a pretty neat thing. My dad had just thrown this away, and I was like, no, we're putting that in the museum.
We have a phone collection as well.
An old vintage phone. Not really vintage. Well,
I mean, there are a couple of old ones.
Yeah, this one was found at the trailer, so it's at least as old as the 80s.
Right, look at that. Look at that. It's got an antenna.
Yeah.
Now, that's like a home phone, right?
Yeah, this was a wall-mounted,
landline.
cordless,
Yeah.
yeah, not landline, but an early...
Well, it would be a landline.
It doesn't have a... Well,
the base would have been.
Yeah. And this is an
now
old
that's
cell
an
phone.
old Nokia.
An old Nokia. Some of you may have had one of these.
It's a cell phone. I used to have one of those.
Was this yours?
No. But I used to have one like that.
Yeah. This was before you could just, like, Google anything. Like, your phone was literally just a phone. It didn't do anything else.
And that was it?
Now, you wonder why they even call them phones anymore. Because, like, being a phone is, like, the least of what they do.
Well, you know, we're all, and this is going to sound a little weird, we're all like cyborgs now. Because most of us can't live without the technology, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
So it kind of makes us a little bit kind of mechanical in a way.
But good for us because, you know, people are probably watching this on their phone right now. So
what's up with this shit?
I like how I'm holding a mannequin leg and you're like, nah, this toilet seat's more interesting.
We have a torso upstairs.
No, we don't. I took it home.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, this really isn't that surprising though.
Yeah, it's a nice shiny mannequin leg. It's a little dirty actually. But yeah, mannequin leg, pretty cool. Not really much to say about it.
All right, what's up with the toilet seat?
It's a toilet seat. I've talked about how I would like to put a picture, like when you open it, there's just a picture of Joe. Like, I think that'd be pretty funny.
That'd be awesome.
I do think that'd be pretty funny.
I like this thing. I wish it worked.
Yeah, an old, like, mechanics
old
light.
lamp, yeah.
Like, you know, it had a light bulb.
Sorry, guys,
a
I know
cord.
I'm trying to stay
You could hang this
light.
up under the hood of a car.
Yeah,
so you
I think
could
that would
work
be
on
neat.
it.
I think that'd be real neat. Tell us about the pitchfork, Matt.
Okay, this old pitchfork was found. Actually, I want to take back something I said earlier. The house where we found the bowling balls had an upstairs, like a loft. Oh, my voice cracked a bit. Loft. And this was like one of the only things up there that was pretty cool. This is really old pitchfork. It's slightly curved. This would have probably been most likely used for shoveling like soiled hay out of like a stable. You know, horses.
Wait,
cows.
where did we find that?
Huh? In the
Was I with you?
Yes, you were there. The loft of the bowling ball house.
Oh.
Where the bat was.
Oh.
You were like, there's a bat. And I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's not. And I was like, oh, yeah, it is. Interesting story, right? But Joe had cried bat, and it'd been a false alarm a couple of times before that. They were usually birds. Old table, some columns.
Where did you guys get the columns? I don't know where you got those from.
They were out in the garage.
Ah.
They were left here from a previous resident.
We got a cooler from where my father brought me some cooled meats.
We have an incredible Hulk Frisbee that we use as an ashtray. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, this right here. This isn't really part of the museum, but I purchased this
Just
at
recently.
Walmart the other day. This is a collapsible cup, like for camping. It has water in it right now, so.
I think you'd also use it for like soup and shit.
Well, yeah, you could use it for a number of things. Any type of liquid, really. You could drink out of here. And it, like, collapses. It just, you know.
Well, that's fucking tastic. All right. Good job making a mess.
Oh. It says the guy that spilled beer all over
There's our...
electronics.
Shut up! All right, there's our trash bag.
Trash bag. Oh, this jug right here. This actually has an interesting story to it. So this is an old. This is actually an old Heinz bottle. I suppose it might have probably just vinegar. But you know, Heinz, like same company that makes the ketchup and stuff, like you know so well now. But anyway, old bottle. One night, Devin and I were hanging down here. Devin is one of Joe's stepkids, I guess. He was the guy that was videoing that video where we're singing from last week. So you didn't actually see him on camera. I don't guess he's ever been on camera.
I don't think he has.
We were hanging out here one night hiding from Joe, actually. And Devin had to pee, and he peed in this bottle. And when Joe came down...
I smelled cigar smoke.
Yeah, he smelled cigar smoke.
That tipped me off.
Because that window right there, opens up and goes out under the porch, and then immediately above is where we were sitting where we started this video. So when Joe got to his front door, he smelled the cigar smoke coming out of here, came down, and he was like, what are y'all doing? And we're like, oh, we're just hanging out. We're, smoking cigars, having fun. And we have moonshine. And Joe was like, you have moonshine? And it was sitting right over there on that bench behind Joe. And he walked over there, picked up the bottle, opened it, and said, this is just water. And then, almost like he started to take a swig of it, and he smelled it. He said, or piss. Is this piss? And we laughed, and that's become a pretty hilarious running joke amongst our group, where we'll go to drink something and be like, or piss. Is this piss? It's pretty fun.
Is this water or piss? This is piss, isn't it?
Yeah, that was pretty fun. That's pretty much it as
pretty
far
much
as
it.
the tour goes. Oh, hey! One of the first nights we hung down here, this is actually my belt buckle off of a belt that I had for years. I love that belt. I wore that belt every single day.
I didn't know that.
I wore that belt every single day for, I guess, 9 years. Every single day. And I was peeing outside, right outside there one night, and went to refasten my belt, and it just shattered into little pieces. Just fell into little pieces. So I hung this up here as a memento. And, like I said, I guess that's about it.
That's pretty much it, guys.
Down here.
Yeah.
So I mentioned up there that we would talk a little bit about media. So in interest of keeping this relatively short, let's just talk a little bit about what we're experiencing in terms of media right now. What are we watching right now? What movies have we seen? TV shows, even if they're not current, video games we've been playing. Joe, I'm gonna let you start because I've been on camera an awful lot.
Yeah,
what media have you been enjoying here lately?
Well, I really enjoy the show Superstore.
Okay. NBC.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Work in retail. It's a kind of like a satire of retail.
Yeah.
And I think it's really funny. I've been following it for a long time. I really like that. The Orville, I really love.
I still need to watch that. I know I would like it.
It is great.
Yeah.
I need to catch up. I've been watching The Rookie.
Okay.
Because
Nathan Fillion, right? That one. Okay, yeah.
Nathan Fillion. And I will tell you, Matt and I were talking about this earlier today. I like Santa Clarita Diet, which they have canceled after season
3. Yeah.
Two of my least favorite actor and actress, Drew Barrymore and Timothy Oliphant.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell you, they're fantastic in that show.
You enjoy them on that show.
And also Nathan Fillion's in that show.
Oh, really? Like a recurring character?
Yep.
Really? I did not know that.
Yep, he's in that show.
Still haven't watched that. I'll take these recommendations as well.
It's a really good show.
All right.
What else? Video games. I'll tell you what. If you haven't gone, if you're a big Star Wars fan, jump back into Battlefield. Jump back into Battlefield 2. They've updated it. It's a lot of fun now. I liked it before. I don't understand what everybody's problem was. But I really, really, really like it now. They've kind of streamlined it a little bit. There's no more buying stuff. It's great. What else? This is an older game, but Warband Mountain Blade. If you haven't played that game, you're missing out. It's a game where you conquer, countrysides, and you big battles with hundreds of guys, and you lead them. And Warband Mountain Blade is a fantastic fucking game. Let's see what else. Of course, Rocket League. Everybody loves Rocket League.
How about some movies? Watching any good movies lately?
Any good movies? Let's see. Man, I've been backtracking on the Star Wars because
watching back through Star Wars.
Mm-hmm,
okay.
Because the new one's coming out, at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So, so I've been watching all the Star Wars movies.
Rise of Skywalker. How do you feel about that title?
A little confused.
Yeah. I don't think you can judge it as a title till you've seen the movie. It sounds just kind of silly, but
It does.
That's out of context.
But it also makes me go, "Buh?"
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I want to see what happens. I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. I'm excited.
Okay.
Saw The Last Jedi. I didn't think it was so terrible. I like it. However, if J.J. Abrams had done The Last Jedi or whatever he would have called it, he was going to make Luke Skywalker a badass. So I'm hoping in this movie, somehow he brings him as like a Force Ghost or whatever the hell, and he's going to be a motherfucking kick-ass bitch. I mean, he's just going to rape everyone.
Okay, so we're at 30 minutes and a little over 30 seconds right now, so I'm just going to throw out a few things here lately as far as like media that I've been kind of enjoying lately. I've probably mentioned before, I'm a fan of like adult animation, adult cartoons in general. So I like backtracking. I'm kind of on a mission to watch like every single one of those every May.
So, my sister Megan, Fairy Tale 2. She's a bad guy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who she is.
Yeah,
yet.
the anime. Oh shit! What'd you do? Oh, never mind. You just adjusted like the brightness or something.
My sister is a character voice.
Yeah, she does voice acting for the dub.
What was it? Angel of Darkness?
Angel of Death.
Angel of Death.
Yeah.
And she's also a bad guy in Fairy Tale 2. Plug.
Yeah.
You're welcome, sister.
All right. Yeah. So back to what I was saying. I've been watching old show, little known, only aired for one season on MTV called 3 South. I would recommend that if you're a fan of adult animation. It's created by Mark Henneman, who had worked on Family Guy. Well, actually, I guess still does. So yeah, I would recommend that. A little like dumb comedy, but it's good if you're into that kind of thing. I've been watching. Oh, shout out to another YouTube channel, one that's way more popular than ours, so it probably doesn't need any more viewers, but I'm going to recommend it anyway. Defunct Land on YouTube. Very good series. It's a documentary series that covers like extinct amusement park rides, things pertaining to amusement park rides, Disneyland, lots of Disney stuff, and they also cover a lot of like TV shows, mostly puppet-related things like Jim Henson Productions, Sesame Street, Muppets, Fraggle Rock, all that sort of thing. You should definitely check it out if those kind of topics interest you. That's like totally me, so that's why I like it. And in the interest of keeping it short, I haven't played any video games or anything lately, so that's about it. Anything else you want to say, Joe?
You know what, guys? I think that's about it.
All right. You may notice that Joe's been wearing the same Batman shirt in every video that we've recorded this year. Literally every single one, I think. I was wearing this shirt like last week or whenever we made that other video, so I can't say much. And anyway, I guess that's about it. So, until we see you again, I'm still Matt.
And I'm still Joe.
And this has been Matt and Joe's Media Overload.